small cap exploration company focused entirely in Ontario. We're led by a small group of people that were dedicated and focused, as I say, in Ontario. We have two flagship properties. They're both gold orientated, Dead Otter Trend on the North Hemlo property and the Sunbeam property, which has three historic producing mines. As I say, we're focused in Ontario. Our flagship property, Sunbeam and North Hemlo being very close to the Hemlo gold mine, and in the east we have Kerrs, which has a compliant resource. The management team and the board, as I say, we're a tight group. James as co-founder, myself as CEO. We're supported by two experienced NEDs with international financing experience, as well as Siddharth, who's our corporate secretary and a trained lawyer. 220 odd million shares on issue. Current share price, we're just shy of 4 million market cap. The shares are held quite tightly. The co-founders have 5% each, or almost 5% each. One high net worth has 10%. Power Metals, a London-listed company, has just shy of 10%, and the rest we have a number of TR1 people with over 3%. As I say, our flagship property is the North Hemlo block on the North Limb. What was the Barrick mine on the South Limb, 23 million ounces, still going, just changed ownership. It was sold by Barrick for just over $1 billion US dollars. The Barrick mine is on a shear in the limb, and we have identified, or previous explorers have identified, three similar shears on our property extending on and off, which is one of the things that drew us to that area originally. We've flown low-level, high-definition magnetics. We've done prospecting. We've done VLF, very low-frequency geophysics. We've done lake sediment sampling in the winter, and we've did stripping, and we are currently actually drilling. We've got 4 target areas on our block: the Dead Otter Trend, which I'll talk about, where we're drilling, base metals here, nickel copper sulfides in the north, and another gold occurrent in the far north. We are currently drilling the Dead Otter Trend. It's a new discovery. It's 3 kilometers long. Historically, there was a showing up here 3.1 grams gold. New discovery down here, 19.6 grams. The rig is drilling this property as I speak. That's a sample of the core that came out of the second hole. I was there when this was drilled, and I brought this back. It's in our booth, C30, if you want to go and have a look at it. It's compelling, I'll say that. In the northwest, there's a joint venture with GT Resources, which they've drilled. That's where the nickel copper sulfides are. Very good results. Low grade, wide widths near surface, high grade, narrow widths deeper down, which is exactly what you want for an open pit scenario. Sunbeam project. It was mined up till 1905. Then apparently there was a fire, and it was so remote that work stopped. Various people have held it since. We optioned it almost 3 years ago now. Previous people had done drilling on it. Notably, there was a 3-ounce sample over ½ meter. We've been in there. We've been doing stripping as well as prospecting, VLF, again, lake sediment sampling. This is a sample of some of the historic core. It's 6 meters at just shy of 2 grams. It's very, very similar to Hammond Reef, 3.3 million ounces, which is Agnico Eagles to the northwest of us. We're sandwiched between Agnico Eagles, Hammond Reef, and their new discovery, Milena here. This is our property here, the Sunbeam property. On it, 3 distinct lineaments, 10 kilometers long each. Each one of them has historic gold production on them. It's a district scale. It's 90 square kilometers, that property, and as I say, beautiful location between 2 of Agnico Eagles' properties. As I said, we've done a series of sampling, both stripping, lake sediments, soil, to define a drill program, which we intend to do next year. This is a result of some of the stripping. You can even see the channel samples across there. Channel sample results, 18 plus grams in some of the channel sample results. But interestingly, what the channel sampling showed was not only are you getting these high grade in the quartz stringers, but you're also getting low grade response in the felsic porphyry which hosting it. So unlike Hammond Reef, which is got a resource of 3.3 million tonnes, but it's only 0.9 of a gram, we have wide low grade as well as distinct high grade possibilities. So it's a compelling target. We've focused on the Roy area. This is about 3 kilometres. We did 500 soil samples there, and the lines were the VLF lines. Whilst we were doing the sampling, we discovered 2 pits which weren't historically documented. So there's a lot of discovery yet to be made on this. We're currently having the LiDAR processed by an Australian company. These are some of the VLF anomalies which are agreeing quite nicely with the soil samples. Personally, I think there's a northwest structure coming in, which is where you're getting the high-grade zones along the general low-grade structure. As I say, it's a company maker. I mean, North Hemlow is exciting. 3 kilometre long trend, new discovery, 20 kilometres from North Hemlow. Lovely location, great potential. But when you look at Sunbeam, 3 10-kilometre structures, all of which have historic producing development on them. It's exploration's about averages. The more you have, the more chance you get. So Sunbeam is giving us a good hit on those averages. We also have in the Timmins camp Kerr's Gold project. Timmins is a world-renowned camp for the gold endowment. Kerr's Gold project, the important thing about Kerr's is a compliant resource on it, just shy of 400,000 ounces. As you can see, if you take it to a 3 gram, okay, you knock the tons and ounces down to 200,000 ounces, but you've got 3 grams of a 2 gram cutoff. We're having this resource, I won't say redefined, but revisited. There was a drill program after that resource was calculated, so we're looking to enhance the resource and also to try and upgrade it from inferred to indicated, and give us the pointers for where we will be drilling next. Zigzag. This is very close to Green Technology Minerals Seymour Lake processing plant. It's a small plain block, but it's the channel sampling we did initially confirmed the lithium content. We then went in and we did drilling. We drilled 9 holes, only along a 400 metre zone within that, and the results from that confirmed not only the lithium endowment, but also other elements. We've got rubidium in there, cesium, tantalum and gallium. So it's a compact little prospect, and greatly located, only a few miles from the processing plant. ESG, one of my passions is interaction with the First Nations. I spend a lot of time talking to them. I consider them our silent partners, and I think it's tantamount to that relationship that within the first 2 years of us listing, we had 6 exploration permits granted. We keep good relationships with them by regular contact with them and keeping them updated. Honest, transparent and informative. That's the way we treat the First Nations. So, if you had to take away some points about First Class Metals, what would it be? We've got experienced management and board, both technically and financially. We deliver. We've sold properties, non-core assets, as we said we would, and we've taken on new properties to de-risk and develop them. We've continuously been able to raise money in these very difficult markets, and we continue to raise money in these difficult markets. We are currently looking at an asset sale of one of our core properties, which will give us non-dilutive funding going forward for the next 12 months for exploration like we haven't seen before in our properties. We are also looking at tokenisation as a different method of funding. So, First Class Metals, it's dynamic in its approach, it's compact, there's only 4 of us, it's innovative in the way it's looking to raise money and also to add wealth value to the shareholders by developing the properties. We're in booth C30. If you have any more questions or you want to see some rocks, please come and say hello. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mark.